Hey family, thanks so much for joining me. So, just wanted to come to you to talk with you briefly. I've been needing to do a reading, but other things have been just popping up and I've let them. So, I'm here now doing a reading. No tarot cards, just going off what the spirit is giving me and has been giving me for the past couple days. So one thing that I would say stuck out to me was a U-Haul truck. So be ready. You are moving soon, and I think you just need to purge some stuff out. You need to prepare the stuff that you know you will take with you. And moving is always a process, I would say. But when you do move, a lot of things come out that, sometimes you didn't expect. Um, but you end up getting rid of some stuff that you don't need and making room for the stuff that you know you do need on your trip, wherever you go. Some of you could be moving out of the country. It would not be surprising, but it's important to get your stuff ready. You know that you're moving. It's just a matter of time. So get your stuff ready, start packing, start purging, um, and get ready for the move. I think for a lot of you, you're excited and you should be. It's a new start. You've needed this. Starting over, doing something different, enjoying yourself. Um, you don't have to go through the same old that you have been in the past. It's up to you, ultimately, whether you want to keep going around the mountain. I'm a one and done. So I'm not going around the mountain over and over again. I'm trying to make it one and done. And so I encourage you to do that as well, to just get what you need from an experience. Stop going around in circles, please. If I know sometimes it takes people longer to get it and you got to work your process, but I would say work toward making it one and done. So it's not, you're not continuing to go through the same things over and over again. But get ready for the move because some of you will be moving and some of you have been getting ready already. And it might be a situation where you need to temporarily go to the place, get yourself established, find out things that are going on where you're going to be, and just take what you need for that time. And then you never know what you can find when you get there. When you get there, it's um, probably going to be an interesting experience because I think you'll find a lot of things you didn't think you would. And you'll learn even more that you could let go a lot of things that you were holding on to. Um, so another thing that popped out to me recently was a headstone. So I saw some headstones in a window when I was taking a walk. And one thing that's important, I think, from that is the past is dead. There are things that, again, the same thing, in keeping with the message for moving, you got to let go. You got to move on. And it's unfortunate that some people try to hold on to you and stop you from moving forward because they want you to meet their needs. They want you to stay there so they can be happy, so they can be energized, and you're drained and wondering what's going on. And there's nothing wrong with helping someone, supporting them. But sometimes you need to support them from afar. Sometimes you need to help them in a way that they don't understand. You need to help them. Sometimes they need to do it on their own so they can realize they need to get stronger. I think something that has been standing out besides that, the past being dead, let it go. Um, but something else that's been standing out is um, people need to stop neglecting to listen to their intuition because your intuition is right 100% of the time and you're not, you're not right all the time. I'm not right all the time. None of us are right all the time. But you need to listen to your intuition and do the things that you do for the right reasons. Not just like I was saying, sometimes people want your help. They want you to coddle them. Sometimes to bump them on your knee when they're grown and they need to do the work they need to do, and you shouldn't be standing in the way. Let them do the work they need to do. Let them grow. Let them change and experience what they need to experience. This is how people learn. And sometimes people aren't going to do the work, and you got to accept that too. But at least let them do it, encourage them to do it. You'll just see how things unfold. But definitely let people do the work that they're supposed to do. Stop interfering. Stop being in a seat that you're not assigned to. Get in the seat that you're assigned to be in. Do the work you're called to do, and you'll get what you need. But if something is urging you to make a move, make the move. Everything isn't always going to end up the way you think it will. It can be so much better if you just let God do it for you. Just let God work it out. Because sometimes we think, we think about the message, your wish is your command. It's like you don't see everything in front of you. You only see a small part. And it's so limited sometimes because, you're feeling a certain way, you're thinking a certain way, you have fears, things like that popping up. Just know that things can work out in your best interest. You have to believe that. You have to continue to say that. You have to continue to focus on the things that you really want and continue another thing. Do the things, take the actions that are going to actually help you meet your goals instead of working against yourself. Um, there's just so much that's been popping up, but another thing that's been popping up is doing the work to be open to the new love that is coming in, because this, it could be, we're talking about masculine, it could be feminine. Take what resonates and leave the rest as always. But you need to understand everyone can't come with you on this journey that you're on. You're going to have to do the work. Sometimes you're going to have to do it alone as well. And that needs to be okay. Sometimes you just need to do the work alone. Sometimes you need to build something alone. Sometimes you need to go solo. And it is okay to go solo. God made you so that you could do anything you need to do. You don't need anyone else to do it for you. It's great to partner up and work together. Don't get me wrong. Of course it is. However, some people need this lesson. You don't need anyone to do it all for you. You can do it. So do it. People are dishonest. They make excuses about things. Ultimately, you can do it on your own. And people need to stop giving you crutches and just allow you to do it on your own. Now, some people do need help, and that's just the way it is. However, you can do it on your own. I would say going back to the thing with being open in relationships, that there are going to be situations that you get into is totally new. The partner that you are manifesting, that's manifesting you, they're totally different than anything that you've ever experienced before. And you might be having these thoughts, you might be thinking certain things that you've never thought before, and they might actually be your partner's thoughts. So look out for that too. If you know that they're not your own, it could be your partner's thoughts because you're being introduced to their consciousness, to their thinking, to their way of being. And I think in order for the relationship to thrive, you need to be open to that. a different way of thinking, a different way of being in the world. This person could be such an amazing person, and the connection that you have can be so close and so deep and so um, mind blowing. You have no idea just how much you can accomplish in a relationship, how the relationship can work on you and work on your partner as well. You just need to allow it. You need to be open to a different way of thinking, a different way of being, different way of seeing the world. Um, I'm trying to tell you, I know sometimes the words don't always come out the way they're supposed to, but just know that this partner is different. They're really looking for love. They're looking for you. They want to love you. They want to hug you. They want to really show you that you mean everything to them. And I think that you want to show them the same thing. It there might be a lot of fears getting in the way. There might be, you might be saying, well, I'm not gonna be vulnerable and expose myself and just do everything and just be everything, and then this person lies or they cheat or they steal. No. Whatever you do, you get blessed for if you're doing the things that are right. And people that are doing you wrong have to pay for it. I always say this is true without exception. Anyone who's doing wrong and they need to be doing right have to pay for it without exception. But the the topic, and it's one that's always important to me, of being genuine, being real, being honest, and I would say, speaking the truth with every breath. The process is grueling, but it is so important for you to go through. Um, and it is, what some people call becoming or being authentic, being genuine, being real. So, and it's so important. A lot of people can see through you when you're not being genuine, when you're not being honest and real, and they'll call you out on it. So there's no need of you lying about it. Just be honest. Don't get mad. Get better. You know, do the work that you need to do. Become the partner that you want to attract into your life, and you'll see things moving, changing, and shifting. And you will understand why it's so important for you to do the work, because you're attracting things because of that. Things that you're thinking about, feeling, focusing on, being, doing, having. You are attracting a lot of these things, and there are a lot of ways to call things to you. But just know you need to do the work if you're going to continue in this process and attract what you want, whether it's material things or people into your life. But this thing about being real, honest, open, because you're attracting a partner, a lot of you, that is going to demand that. And if you're not doing the work and you're not used to it, you'll be like, well, I'm under attack. You're not under attack. Someone is calling you on the carpet. They're calling you to be real, and you need to be real. That's it. Be real, be honest, be open. What have you got to lose? And I know a lot of people don't do it because they feel like they're not going to be popular. People aren't going to like them. They're going to be ostracized. They're going to be kicked out, and so on and so on. Do you really want to be friends with people who don't accept the real, authentic you? You can't be friends. It's just the personality made up of these. I've been talking about this too. This personality made up of these beliefs. They're not even you. They're not your beliefs. They're beliefs from people who don't even care. You know, the beliefs don't serve you, and the people who have these beliefs do not have your best interest at heart a lot of the time, or they're lost and they have no idea what they're doing either. If they have the life that you want, maybe that's different. You listen to them. If they don't have, the life that you want, they don't have the people around them that you would want to attract, don't have the things that you want, why would you listen to someone? They don't have what you want. They are not where you want to be. They might not even have any idea about the situation that you're in, where you've been. So how can they really advise you? And now I know there are messages people get from the spirit, and I believe a lot of you will know because it'll ring true with you. You will resonate with it. Other people give you information and it's false, and you know it's false, and you want to listen and you want to ride the wave, I guess, because it feels good for a minute. It won't last. Be real. In this book, The Velveteen Rabbit, it talks about being real, and it says, something about you can't be ugly except to people that don't understand when you're real. And so I was thinking about this experience that I had. I'm trying not to make the video too long, but these are things that have been popping up for me that have been important. But before I get to that point, some things that have been popping out to me, you have to trust that God has you, is going to take care of you no matter what is going on. There are things that you cannot see. Going back to that thing, there's a lot of stuff in your reality you cannot see. You don't know what's happening. God is working it all out. You will never have any idea what's going on, but God is working everything out in your best interest. You just need to focus on feeling good. And if you feel good, work on feeling better. Work on, some people say, well, yeah, I know, I feel like I'm fantasizing. What's the matter with feeling good? Are you married to being down and sad, feeling low? Do something to help yourself to feel better. It's okay. It's okay to release yourself from being miserable. It's okay. So I encourage you to continue to do the work to get to where you want to be and do what you need to do. It's really important. But that the message of you don't know what God has in store for you. So just continue, to do things that help you feel good. Stay focused on your goals. Continue to work toward these things instead of sabotaging yourself and stopping yourself from doing things that you know you need to do. But it's just really important to stay focused, to stay clear-minded. The thing with being real, being genuine, is major. You just don't know how blessed you can be by continuing to stay on this path. But don't be afraid to do things to help yourself to feel better, because you're meant to. You're meant to feel better. Make sure that you are not speaking death in your own life. You need to make sure that you are saying, no, everything's going to be okay. Get in the habit of it. Even if in the beginning you don't feel it, get in the habit of saying, you know what, everything's going to work out. It's going to be okay. Things are, I don't see it. Maybe I don't know what's coming down the line, but everything is going to turn out okay. It's going to be okay. And when you do that, you start to see that you are, over time, helping yourself to transform your life, to feel better, think better, create the stuff that you really want in your life. But I think it's important also to stay on your purpose. You can't always see sometimes you just get these feelings and you're like, you know what? I just somehow believe things will work out. Everything's going to be okay. I just somehow believe it. I don't know. I just have this good feeling. And then next thing you know, something good is coming to you. Why? Just sometimes you don't know what's coming. But just be open to, okay, it's going to work out. It will work out. Somehow it's going to work out. You keep saying these things to yourself. Things can turn around for you. Things can be better for you. You just really God's beloved. But know that, something else that popped out to me recently is people who have been doing things that are not right, they're going to have to pay for it. And I know I brought it up, but it's significant. People are going to be paying for some things that they've been doing, and you will be watching them. You might want to turn away. I said this to someone else. You might want to turn away because you'll be seeing some people suffering in due time. That's just the way it is. I know. You might have friends that say, I don't understand why these things are happening, why, this is happening. I'm struggling and all this stuff. Deep down, yes, they do. They know why they're struggling. They know why they're suffering. They cannot control their tongue, for one thing. But they're not controlling their actions either. They're doing things for selfish reasons. And whatever it is that they're doing, they're not getting the results that they were hoping for. Why? Well, it's because their motives are not right. Their hearts are not right. They're not doing what they should be doing. And they're getting the results. When you plant seeds in the ground, you get a harvest. That's what they're talking about when they say, sow these seeds and you'll reap a certain harvest. It might not be the harvest that you want. Why? Sowing the wrong seeds. But this partner that you're attracting, be kind. Be the person you always wanted to be. Continue to work on it so that you can attract this partner and really have a beautiful relationship, a beautiful union, a beautiful, partnership with them so they can be your everything and you can be their everything as well. There's nothing, the people that say, you're softer, you need to, whatever, you need to have a backbone. Those are the people that are not in a relationship that you want to be in. So I would encourage you to listen to your intuition instead of listening to people who don't have what you want. They're not where you want to be. They're not doing what you want to be doing. I know that I'm going to be coming back to you with a video with more information, with another reading. But just trust the process. Believe that God has things, many, many things set aside for you. It's in your best interest that you just continue to do the work that you need to do. Seems like your things are looking up with your finances. I see that this video is getting really long, so I'm going to stop it. But thank you for joining me. I'll come back to you and bring another video because I know I have more stuff to talk to you about. Thank you for listening. Thank you for joining me. Hope this was helpful for some. Hope this was interesting. And look forward to talking with you again soon, family. All right. Love ya.